Attacking from the front is dangerous. But I will give you all of my fighting spirit, Professor.
Part 2. Azure Moon. Blue Sea Moon. The Impregnable Fortress. When Claude steps down as its leader, the Leicester Alliance disbands, and its lords swear fealty to the Holy Kingdom of Fargus. The chaos in the kingdom begins to dissipate as the people unite under Dimitri's rule. Riding this momentum, the Kingdom Army prepares to march south for a decisive battle against Imperial forces.
First on Wednesday is Caspar's birthday. Get flower.
Thanks.
We will finally have our decisive battle with the Empire this month.
The Eastern Lords are in the process of consolidating all of the troops within the entire kingdom. In addition, ever since Aryan Road's liberation, the Western Lords have been declaring their fealty, one after another.
Affairs within the kingdom have calmed down considerably, and we even managed to win over the Alliance.
Although it was a rough go at first, I'm starting to feel like we could actually win this.
That's true. Thinking back on it now, we've really come a long way.
We even have a lead as to where Rhea is located. It is as we predicted all along. If we are to rescue Rhea, then we must defeat the Emperor. If we're going to march from the monastery to Imbarr, then we'll have to cross the Great Bridge of Myrddin again, right?
Yes, I believe so. As we have gained the Alliance's support, we should not have any trouble this time. After the bridge, we can cross Gronder Field and head south. And then we'll take Merceus, the so-called impregnable fortress that towers on the other side.
An impregnable fortress? Not forest, fortress.
Fort Merceus, I know of it. They say it rivals even Aryan Road.
Count Burgleys, the Empire's Minister of Military Affairs, once had troops stationed there. But according to our spies, a large-scale military force has entered the stronghold. Perhaps they are gathering soldiers from various regions to compensate for their losses.
Can we really prevail?
It's unlike you to worry so. But I feel we have no choice but to strip that place of its impregnable reputation. Once we take Fort Merceus, Embarr will be within reach. This is the Empire's last chance to stop us from arriving at our goal.
In other words, if we take this fort, then our blades will be at the Emperor's throat in no time.
If this is the last fort between us and them, then the Emperor will likely do everything she can to strengthen its defenses.
I just received a report on that very subject. The one commanding the troops stationed at Fort Merceus is someone we have crossed blades with many times. It is the Death Knight who awaits us there.
Of course.
Oh, so that's who we'll be battling. Emil.
You're gonna kill him. I'll make sure of it. I'm not sure. This could be a short month and I just get to the battle right away. Alrighty then. Yeah, 2 days of battle, getting some new skills. Finally Dimitri ain't happy. I totally forgot, like, Dimitri only had one more with happy. Let's check it out. I'm very excited.
Happy, I must speak with you. I've realized the woman who held you captive was Cornelia herself.
Oh, yeah. Good on you for figuring it out. You're a little late, though, considering she's dead. How are you feeling about what she said, by the way? You seemed pretty upset at the time. It couldn't have been easy to hear all that stuff about your stepmother and the tragedy of Duscur.
Whether Cornelia's words prove true or false, any lead is worth following.
This might not be related, but I remembered something else about your stepmother. She had a daughter. Her daughter was staying in the kingdom at one point, but Anselma couldn't see her.
Her daughter? Neither my father nor I knew that the Imperial Princess was in Ferdiad at the time.
Oh, that's not what I heard. I heard the king wanted to keep the child away from Anselma, so he hid the fact that their daughter was nearby.
She believed that father hid it from her? What could he have gained from such a thing?
No clue. Sorry, but I'm the wrong person to ask.
As she was seeking asylum from the Empire in the kingdom, Lord Arundel was obligated to hide the Imperial Princess's whereabouts. If her location had gone public, the Empire would have demanded her return. She would undoubtedly have become a political pawn in the kingdom as well. The decision to hide her was not my father's. I did not realize until much later that the girl I'd met under such strange circumstances was my stepsister.
So then, why did Anselma think it was all your father's doing?
I can only speculate, but it seems there was a misunderstanding between her and my father. Although she was the queen consort, in truth, my father and stepmother were not even allowed the dignity of being alone together. And the one who persistently inserted herself between them was their intermediary. Your captor. It was Cornelia herself.
She hid it from Anselma.
I believe so. Meanwhile, she may have hidden my stepmother's presence from Lord Arundel as well. If Cornelia caused my stepmother to miss out on seeing them, exhorted her, used her, and then also caused the tragedy.
I'm surprised she pulled one over on both of them. She was pretty reckless. But in a way, it makes sense.
Hold on, I'm just trying to check out something so I can make light of this. Okay. Just trying to make fact this is her stepmother. Okay, cool. Because I remember it was Patricia. Oh my gosh, just because I'm from, you know, my origins from South America, I kind of have the whole accent saying Patricia instead of Patricia. But okay.
She loved causing pain. That's why she used me and discarded me without a second thought.
I fully agree. Countless people have been subjected to undue suffering as a result of her behavior. That is why I would like your help with something, if that's agreeable to you. You are my only hope.
If you put it like that, I can't exactly say no, can I?
I wish to learn all that you know about Cornelia. If I follow the traces she left behind, perhaps I can finally learn the truth of the tragedy. And perhaps I'll also be able to find a way to lift the curse she placed upon you.
Oh, that would be nice. The people from the church couldn't figure out a solution, so I won't get my hopes up.
That is perhaps for the best. That said, I am a stubborn man who is not often inclined to give up. I will not allow history to repeat itself, neither the tragedy, nor your own personal torments.
If you're going to be so intense about this, I can't help but get my hopes up. But it's not always easy having me by your side. You always need to be on guard.
You have my word. Should 1,000 beasts raise their claws at me, I will happily send them running.
Let's hope it doesn't come to that, Dee. Though it might be kind of fun watching you tear those monsters to shreds.
That's it, Happy. Why can't you just say that? That is my new name for Dimitri from now on. His name is now Didi. Lincoln Didi falls in battle. That sounds a good ring to it. Oh, so he only has Ash left. Oh, that's just one more support to do.
Oh, Dudu! Are you praying to the goddess of Fodlan? That seems odd. Won't the Dusker gods be upset if they hear you praying to another land's deity?
The Fodlan goddess was recognized in Dusker, too. The deities of foreigners are seen as the protectors of their respective lands. It has been said that we would offer our prayers to her in times of war.
Huh. So the goddess is part of a pantheon. I guess that's one way to interpret it. Anyway, what are you praying for?
For peace to come even one day sooner.
That's a lovely prayer. I was just thinking about praying for that myself.
I see.
Hey, Didu, what are your plans for yourself once this war is finally over?
To serve His Highness for the rest of my days.
I thought you might say that.
And you?
That's a good question. I was thinking about traveling to Dusker.
To Dusker? There is nothing of interest left there.
Isn't it where you were born? And isn't it where your wonderful food and stories come from? I think those are reasons enough to visit at least once.
Mercedes. If you will allow it, I would like to accompany you. His Highness would surely grant me leave to go.
You really think so? Then I hope the war ends as soon as possible.
As do I.
We're going to have to shower the goddess with prayers. We'll pray that she watches over and protects us while we work to end this war. Then, when it's finally finished, we can travel.
That promises to be interesting. We should pray to the Dusker gods as well.
Yes, that's a brilliant idea. Which of the Dusker gods should we pray to?
For victory, we pray to the god of war, or just the god of war.
Come on, what were you going to say? Oh, I know. It's the god of travel, right?
Let us leave it at that.
I knew I was right. You taught me so much about your gods. So let's pray. For the end of the war, and for our safe travels to Dusker.
There just has to be a Kratos joke around there. I'll see if I could find it.
Didu? Are you okay? You look unwell.
Ingrid. Is my face frightening?
What? I mean, or sort of? Or not exactly. I wouldn't use the word frightening. Aggressive, maybe?
I like the way she said what.
But it's really nothing to worry about. Why? Did someone say something cruel?
I made a village child cry.
Oh, I see. Let me guess. You feel like you look frightening, so you walked around with a smile glued to your face.
How did you know?
I'm starting to understand how you think. The thing is, forced smiles never work well. They usually just end up making a person look creepy and insincere.
I see. Duly noted.
To be honest, when we first met, I was pretty intimidated by you. Not because of a smile, but a lack of any emotion whatsoever. And you so rarely spoke. I had no idea what to make of you. But that's only because I wasn't making an effort to get to know you. Because you were from Dusker. As I started to get to know you, to understand your personality, I realized what a fool I'd been.
Personality?
You may come off intimidating, but underneath that cool exterior is a kind, loyal, and noble person. A really wonderful person. In a certain regard, you are one of the knightliest people I know. What is it?
Wonderful person. This is the first time anyone has ever said a thing like that to me. It is rather awkward.
It's only awkward if you make it awkward. Which it kind of is, now. Ugh.
Well, let me know if you need anything.
Yes, of course. Same to you, Didu.
Alright, let's see. The dude only has Ash, which I'm gonna need to do later. And everyone else that is Blue Line exclusive or from the Ashen Wolves are done. Yeah, just one more support to do. It'll be amazing if I could get it out of the way today. Let's go!
I have excitement in my heart for secret tactics. I enjoy attacks that are surprising. I thought we could be using attacks like that at this fortress. But I am hearing a different thing. A brute force attack with all of our power, yes? Attacks that are surprising are also safer. Attacking from the front is dangerous. But I will give you all of my fighting spirit, Professor.
I'm sorry. It looked like the mage and the prince were just gonna have a punch fight or some sort. Okay. Well, I'm definitely gonna put that into the video because it's actually something new, she says.
Let's see.
Ignas.
My family made it through the conflict unscathed. Thank the goddess. It seems that Deirdre was the only place to really get caught up in the fighting. Did Claude intend to spare the Alliance territories from harm? If so, he's a truly admirable leader. Speaking of Claude, I wonder where he is.
I wonder.
Right.
Oh no, I do want to talk to people. I do want to go over there and eat something with Ash and Dudu. Finally, I got weed. Jesus. Yes,
Thank you
deliver.
very much.
Took me a long time, but finally
Even
delivered.
in the kingdom, only a few people knew about His Highness and Edelgard's relationship. Me? I always knew those two to be like brother and sister. To think that we would come to see this world where they are at war with one another. I live it, and can still barely imagine such a truth.
Okay, well, one thing that's stopping me from gaining Dudu and Ash support, well, at least getting them to eat, is the fact that I can't get no chickpea. I think that's what they're called. Chickpea. Open the door! Thank you. Shut up. Alas, I couldn't get any food to get Ash and Dudu to level up, or don't have anything that will boost their level up greatly, so this is the only way for now. Please, I beg
Singing
you.
in two.
Am I doing?
I beg you. Darn it! No. Whatever. One day everyone listen to me, leave you alone? Of course. Let's chit chat with people.
Something about Lord Arundel rubbed me the wrong way. There was something off about him.
Not that I've ever heard anything good about him. Have you ever heard of the Harim family?
From the Empire?
Correct. Their lands are due south of the Ordelia territory. Since Edelgard's rule, Lord Arundel had been governing the territory. It seems like his reign was particularly cruel. The people there suffered greatly under him. He seemed to be a good and just person at one point. It simply doesn't make sense.
Somebody tells me he's undercover Slither in the Darkness people.
Now that the Alliance has been dissolved, what will become of the nobility?
Not sure.
All of Fodlan is going to change. I suppose I'll have to change with it.
Why are you looking up in the sky?
Well,
The majority is with us. This conflict will end soon. I am so moved by the decision that Claude and the Alliance nobles have made. That is true nobility, acting in accordance with the people's needs and wishes. As war drags on, those living near the front lines inevitably get the worst of it. Still, Edelgard will not give in. She will push to complete her mission, no matter how many people die. Not everyone with noble blood has noble ideals.
So Lady Rhea was in the Empire all this time. Wish I'd known that 5 years ago, but there's nothing we can do about it now. What we can do, though, is topple the Empire. Will you seize victory with us, Professor? For the sake of the late Captain!
The Archbishop has been taken to the Empire, just as we thought. But why hasn't Edelgard killed her yet? If she intended to use her as a hostage, she'd have publicly announced that she was unharmed. We don't know what the Emperor's intentions are. All we can do is fight on and pray the Archbishop is okay.
I traveled to Kingdom territory because I was nearby. I did some good business. Apparently, supplies are needed to reconstruct the Kingdom capital and the surrounding towns. I wonder where I should go next.
The Alliance dissolved so suddenly. Now there's widespread pandemonium. The Lords are warring, mass confusion among the citizens. Or, that's what I expected to happen. None of that seems to be taking place.
I kind of could tell that you were goofing around despite the tone of your voice, like, but it does happen, and something like that. I was getting worried, actually.
They had a roundtable meeting and talked it out. Everyone's dealing very calmly with the situation. I guess if Dimitri turns out to be a crazed despot, then there really will be chaos. But he's not gonna go crazy again. He's okay now, right?
No, he's gonna go crazy soon.
True. The Death Knight is guarding Fort Merceus. The same one who was linked to Monica and to Flame's abduction 5 years ago. Anyway, he's one of the monsters responsible for Captain Gerald's death. We have to defeat him.
You know, Professor, laying siege to a keep is like asking a girl out on a date. First, you get past her defenses, then you make your move.
You may be right.
See, you get it. Our fearless leader, on the other hand, he's never been good with the ladies. Anyway, I figure you go after the main gate. You take that out, and I'm sure we can win. Of course, you're making the tactical calls. I'm happier to follow than to lead.
Don't do it, Professor!
Greetings, Professor. Nothing to report. Is it true that we'll be assaulting Fort Merceus next? That doesn't sound like the brightest idea. I've heard that it's built to withstand an attack from even the largest of armies. And not to tell you how to do your job, but don't do it. I'm not ready to say my final goodbyes to everyone.
I will not miss you.
We're finally going to attack the Empire? I'm actually getting a little nervous.
Wait, are we taking you guys to attack?
Please defeat the Emperor and save Lady Rhea. I'll be waiting here with all of the necessary preparations for a huge celebration.
Oh, good. I thought we were taking kids to war.
Oh, Professor, good timing. You have to talk some sense into my father. Recently, he's been doing nothing but work himself to the bone. Even when he's taking breaks from training and errands, he's apparently listening to reports, day in and day out. He's getting on in years, you know? I just want him to take care of himself.
I love a good fortress. The perfect place to hide. This one's impregnable too, isn't it? Perfect! As soon as we take it, I'll set up a special spot for Bernie.
That's a fallacy in logic. I think that's how you use the word. If we can take it, it's not impregnable.
I guess you have a point. What would you call it then? A little pregnable?
Bernie, you're goofy.
Weren't the Kingdom and Alliance once part of the same country? If you think about it that way, it makes sense for them to unite. I suppose the Kingdom was once part of the Empire as well. Even if Fodlan came together, I wouldn't be surprised if it fell apart again.
God damn it, you don't have to say while smiling.
Have you heard of the Crescent Moon War? That's when the Alliance won their independence from the Kingdom. Some 300 years ago, the ruling Duke of Leicester died without an heir, and the lords with blood ties to House Blathen took that chance to propose ruling the Leicester territory as a republic. The head of House Regan led the Leicester lords and fought fiercely with Farkas. They won independence from the Kingdom. And now, here we are.
The Alliance has really been disbanded? I never thought such a thing could happen. As long as it doesn't negatively impact our lives, I don't care much whether we're the Kingdom or the Alliance.
With the Empire destroyed, the borders within Fodlan will likely become a thing of the past. With that, the rules of trade will change. Personally, I'm excited to see what these changes will bring.
Hey guys, what are you guys up to?
I wonder where Claude will go. From the sound of it, he's leaving Fodlan altogether. He was strangely gallant about the whole thing. Even left his relic behind. Elusive and mysterious to the end, isn't he?
Just as we suspected, Lady Rhea was taken to the Imperial capital. We must get to the capital as quickly as possible. So many people are worried sick about her. I do wonder when Claude managed to learn Lady Rhea's whereabouts. He's pretty shrewd. I can't help but admire him.
Yeah, and I think, if I recall, you probably do have a support with him. Maybe somewhere in the alternate universe you guys are probably married to each other.
Death Knight. Going to fight the Death Knight.
You seem concerned.
To be perfectly honest, I am.
We defeated Lord Arundel. The Emperor must have been surprised. If we can keep up that fervor, perhaps we'll capture Fort Merceus and move on to the Imperial capital. We must not be overconfident, though.
Let's proceed with conscience.
Yes, I concur. Humans and beasts are ultimately the same. When they're cornered, they lash out however they can. They fight for their lives. Who knows how the Emperor will lash out? We have to be careful.
We took quite the detour. It was time-consuming, but finally, we got the information we needed. We crush the Empire, we get Lady Rhea back. 2 birds, 1 stone. First, we take Fort Merceus. I'll put my heart in it. I'll crack him like a rusty helmet.
Alright, good for you. Good luck.
The Death Knight. I shudder to think of him. Professor, you remember my connection to him, do you not? I am still working through the trauma from back then. All these years later. If we meet him, I swear I will have my revenge.
Oh. Oh, Lawrence. You're probably mad.
It appears that Claude has dissolved the Alliance.
Oh, he's pissed off. Oh my gosh, he's pissed.
He's thrown away the pride of all the Lester Lords who have walked the path of independence from Fargus for generations. I said from the start that he was not suitable to lead. Well, times have changed, haven't they? I suppose we can trust the kingdom now.
Yes, he can trust the kingdom. Oh, he was so pissed. Oh, Madman Lawrence.
Claude has stepped down from leadership, and Lester is now a vassal state of Fargus. The lords of the Western Kingdom are beginning to declare fealty to us in greater numbers also. The Empire is our only remaining enemy.
From this point onward, we're in all-out war with the Empire. Are you prepared, Professor?
I am.
I'm glad to hear it. That means we can approach the coming battles with peace of mind. First, we capture Fort Merceus. The fighting will undoubtedly be brutal, but we must prevail. As far as this army and I are concerned, you're our last ray of hope. We are relying on you.
Forsooth. Anyways, I think that... Oh, we're missing one more? I'm pretty sure that random NPC is not gonna... tell me something important?
So, we're finally invading Empire territory, huh? There's not much we can do right now, except pray for deliverance. I truly believe that we have it in us to succeed.
Okay. Oh no, wait! I'm missing one more!
The Lester Alliance is no more. 300 years of history. Gone and done. They write operas about events like this, you know? Dimitri will be played by the most handsome actor of the time. Hearts will pound as he takes the stage. What am I saying? Surely the most handsome man would play you.
Okay. Thanks for the support. I think this is where I'm gonna go and do other stuff. Battle, gain skills, and then I shall see you at the end of the month. See you in a bit. You know what I actually forgot? I forgot to check out the Abyss people.
Hey you, listen up. I've got something to report. The Alliance is a thing of the past now. Times are changing fast these days. It's hard to keep up, even for me. I wonder if Abyss is on the verge of change too. Change leads to uncertainty, and uncertainty leads to... change? I don't know, I'm just a guard.
You just do your guard job stuff.
Everyone seems pumped about fighting the Empire at long last. Personally, I find it difficult to get excited about killing people, no matter what side they're on. I'm on yours. It's that simple. If you fought alongside the Imperial Army, so would I.
We need to mop up the mess in the kingdom quickly. My family lives in Fargus, as do my people. I want to avoid exposing them to danger.
Your people?
That's right. Those who work for me, and with me. They've entrusted their lives to me. They trust me. So for them, more than anything, I hope we can end this swiftly and give everyone the lives they deserve.
We'll try. We will try.
It's not that I don't sympathize with Lady Edelgard's goals, mind you, but perhaps not to the point of shedding blood for her ideals.
Perhaps not.
I must keep her example in mind as I chart a new path. Peace in Fodlan and a restored House Nouvelle shall be my guiding star as I blaze my own trail.
So, Claude abandoned the Alliance and ran off. I have a pretty good idea of where he went. Where anyone would go in his situation. Somewhere he belongs.
Where did he go?
Good question. Here's a hint. He's probably not in Fodlan anymore. He may be gone, but he left his troubles behind. Now it's on us to clean up his mess.
I gotta clean up his trouble first. Huh?
So the Alliance is finished, is it? The leader's gone? That damn prince. Seems my role here is at an end. No matter. Should another chance present itself, I'll take a less subtle route.
Huh? Who was that guy? Was he there to assassinate Claude or Dimitri? Huh. I'll think about it while I'll think about while I do everything else and travel, and I'll not travel. See you back in the mission day. See you in a bit.
You're quite late getting back.
The scouting mission didn't go well. I was so busy I didn't even have time to eat.
I thought that might be the case. Gilbert was exhausted too. Glad you made it. I saved some food for you.
Oh, thanks. I'm starving. Your cooking's fantastic, as always. The spices were a nice touch. I can really taste the Dusker inspiration. You remembered that I wanted to try more Dusker cuisine, didn't you?
Yes. How is it?
Amazing. You're a much better chef than I am.
Your cooking is not bad at all.
Thanks. My father would be glad to hear it.
Is he the one who taught you?
Not exactly. I learned from watching him work the kitchen in his restaurant. And what about you? I think you said that you and your sister helped with the cooking at home.
Yes. I learned by watching my mother. Nothing remains of Dusker. The towns, the people, the culture. All of it was put to the torch. My mother and sister are gone. Yet that simple memory of them standing together in the kitchen is so clear, so real.
So in a way, you put those memories into this meal.
Yes. Through me, they are able to live on.
I like that way of thinking. The church may not like my feelings on this, but in Fodlan, when people die, they pass on to be with the goddess, right?
I suppose.
That seems so far away. I'd rather they stayed here. My parents, my brother, Lanato, maybe they can all live on through me, too.
As long as you think of them, they will.
Dudu, your cooking is delicious. It really is.
Careful, or you will oversalt it.
It's all right. Thank you, Dudu.
Eat as much as you'd like.
Alright, I finished checking out what I need to check out. Let's begin the mission. Taking Fort Merceus. After saving the Embattled Alliance, you march south to Empire territory. Fort Merceus, said to be impregnable, stand between you and Imbarr, the Imperial capital. Let's do this.
The Kingdom Army crosses the Great Bridge of Myrddin a second time, moving south through Gronder Field. However, in order to reach Embarr, they must first seize the impregnable Fort Merceus.
Chapter 20, the Impregnable Fortress, taking Fort Merceus.
Fort Merceus. Said to rival Aryan Road, the Silver Maiden. Perhaps a head-on siege was a foolish plan after all.
No, you're right that it's the only way. I don't think the Death Knight would have fallen for any tricks. Even if they are denied supplies, they could hold a fortress like this for months. And we cannot discount the possibility that they will receive more reinforcements if our siege is delayed.
Yes, my thoughts exactly. And we have no option but to do the best we can. Say, Professor, in the past, it seemed like the Death Knight took some strange satisfaction from his fights with you. He's an unpredictable opponent, a dangerous one. Please proceed with caution.
No need to worry.
I have not come this far just to lose you here. I'm serious. Do not be reckless out there. Mercedes.
So, the Death Knight really is inside that fortress. Dear Emile.
I want you to know that no one is forcing you to battle with us at the front lines. I support whatever you decide.
Please stop. We can't have you saying that. You and I are the same after all. We both have to fight our family for the good of the world. And since that's the way it is, I couldn't live with myself if I was the only one running away from this battle. I will bring Emile back to his senses. I must. I'm his big sister after all.
Understood. Stay safe out there, Mercedes.
That man approaches.
Report! The main gate has been breached.
You are finally here. Will Death's scythe claim you? Or will I fall to that sword of yours? And Mercedes, here you are as well.
Alright, let's see where we're dealing with. Mages, tree, ding, dong. Churches here. Ho! That's a giant man. Beast man. The Death Knight is over here. And there's also some big boy here too. So a lot of things I need to worry about. You know, as much as I want to take Yuri with me, put him in his dancer uniform, and start dancing for us, I have the urge to play as Flame. Wait, there's no Gilbert? I did not add Gilbert. Fudge! Well, I guess we have no choice but to use all. The problem with just 10 units, especially in the blue lions is that all of the blue lion exclusive are even 10 if you include Gilbert. I guess yeah, I'll take Gilbert with me. He's part of this battle. He probably has a lot more stuff to say. I really want to use Flame in her fisticuff and punching people in the face, but I can't. At least not now. Alright, I got an idea. I will have Ash take care of this way. I think might have Dimitri and Sylvain help him out through here. Mercedes is gonna still be in the middle here. Dedu, Annette, and I think I might have Ingrid take this side, which leaves me, Felix, and Gilbert to tackle the middle part. I'm also a healer as well, as I am a holy knight. I do have a good range of spells as well to take care of the armor knights and fortress knight. Well, Felix is a trickster. He could get some lucky shots in there, and he's a tank right now. Very defensive tank, and I don't... Yeah, only one mage here. I could take care of that. He could do some tanking. Mercedes is going to be helping us as well as we take out the middle part. And as she does have the range to go around and heal people with physic, then that should be alright. Okay. Now that I tell you my plan, let's let's do this. Defeat the enemy commander. Linkaro Didi falls in battle.
They broke through the main gate. Trample them, all save that man.
That man.
Even though we smashed the main gate, Fort Merceus is still an ironclad fortress. And the enemy commander is the Death Knight. We must not falter in our assault.
Player face.
I now see why they call this keep impregnable. Everywhere you turn is defensive weaponry. We must capture all of those locations as we push forward. If even one of them takes a shot at you, we will be in trouble.
Yeah, those things are gonna be a big problem. Especially those guys. Alright. Let's begin. First thing I'm gonna do is murder you. Only use my magic class. Which means now we're kind of free to take this way.
What's the plan?
Actually, I will let you go through this way. No, wait. I'll let you handle going this way. Didi can go ahead and take care of this area here. Now, I don't think my resident flyer can get all the way through here and get rid of that mage. So, what we could do here is we're gonna have to bait the Great Knight and the Fortress Knight a bit.
I am prepared.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's grab your hammer here.
I'm your girl.
Thank you.
Get some resistance on. Support you around so you don't get hurt. Alright. Now that's settled.
What's my strategy?
Yes, basically we have 5 here.
My orders?
We're gonna let this come out.
I'll cut through.
At At your service.
Alright, let's see where this goes. Woo! Woo! Bam! Oh, that silver axe really. 50% chance of critical hit also doesn't hurt.
Pathetic.
Okay, good.
Fools, push forward and surround them.
Oh yeah. Oh yes. Days are coming. Come after me and I shall show you the weapon of the Dark Death Knight. You know, Casper is right. This is a really fun place to run around. Play hide and go seek. Unfortunately, this is war, so it's not a game. I'm going to take a little bit gamble and have a lot of these people target me.
Now's our chance.
Just so I could do this. Alright.
I'm here to help. Nothing personal.
Okay. Oh, Mega Eyes is now up for the killing. To finish you off.
Nice form.
Perfect. Now you're gonna still go after the dude, so... And I can't reach you. That's a good thing I have the chalice right now, so... Boo to that guy that's gonna try to snipe me. Oh, she guarded. Hey, Tomahawk?
Obvious. Gonna need you to move!
What are you going to want me to watch? You watch this! Boom! That's how the real critical hit looks like. Yeah, I still got it.
You'll regret this! Luck wasn't with you.
What did I equip you with? Staunch Shield, yeah. Fist Fair, Axe Fair, increased crit by 20, that is super helpful. Tomebreaker, Passive, -3, Lancebreaker, and Death Blow. That must be a really good build.
I won't be deterred!
Oh my gosh, I did not mean to open the chest. I was meant to, so... Oh my gosh. Your skill is a blessing and a curse at the same time, Ash. At least I know what it is.
I'd be honored.
Anyways, let's remember to attack you first.
Pointless. I'll cut you down. Here is something to believe in.
Too slow.
Oh, we get more people coming up now. Jeez.
Worrisome. They have a leader capable of summoning reinforcements. If we find and strike down that person, we can prevent further interruptions.
I wonder who's that person's gonna be. I'm assuming it's gonna be you, since you're not moving. That means you too. I also need to get rid of eyeballs there too. Even though I go here, I'm just checking. It's gonna be pointless since it's just gonna kill off this guy, so no. What I am gonna do is set you on fire.
I was just stronger.
Now let's open the chest. Extra large bulletin. Bullion. Something with you know, let's put you here. Okay, we could deal some damage to this guy. Oh, exactly 51 damage. Let's go for it.
Child's play. Good work.
All for our future.
Alright, Master Bean coming back then.
I need to put this to use.
Steel resistance. Sealed resistance. So now, ignore the big guy there. Huh, I thought I was already gonna be over here. You could target me. Ah, you have a spear. You know, screw you. Already thinking of attacking me. Suffer death. Well, not really death, but still. Okay, so here's my new plan. I'm gonna separate these guys for now. Have Gilbert going this way, Felix go this way. Me and Merceus is gonna help out with the arrows and how far they go. Let's see how far they go. Oh, there they go pretty far. Yeah, that can help. Me and Merceus is gonna be the archers for a bit. And Merceus can still do her job as a healer, just going around and healing anybody that
I shall
we
not
might
stray.
need. Either with Fortify or Physic.
I must continue my training. Too slow.
I'll end this quickly.
We need to get rid of Meteor Man. Yeah, the only thing she could do right now is baby damage, considering that she's using a magical bow, which focus more on her magic stats instead of her physical stats, and the Ballista's using physical damage stats.
It is done. Onward.
What else? Let's see what we got here, buddy. The Black Pearl. Alright, we need you to get over there and start causing havoc. Or else, basically, start making havoc so we could get this guy notice. What we don't need is to trigger these guys. Actually, we don't need Felix to go over here. Let's just focus on getting rid of these guys.
Can't work.
Not quite.
I can do no less.
My duty is your death. Practice is paying off.
Understand Plus, that's pretty good.
Is that it?
I think you can still work with this if... Well, first let's get rid of this guy. Stop reinforcements. Start enforcing our presence.
It's
here.
my duty.
There will be no further reinforcements from this side. However, the other side is still in action.
If they call in more reinforcements, we'll be in great danger. We must take down the other commander as well. And fast!
Well, what I could see here is that people in hard mode can easily use the reinforcement as ways to grind. Not just for levels, but also for skill points for the class. You people like trying to... Okay.
Had to be done.
I was gonna make some joke about how magic people always trying to target the dude, which is actually pretty true, but the dude already took care of it. Was that like a third or fourth critical hit in the row?
Good. Now we should not have to worry about any more reinforcements crashing the party.
He made a funny.
Our plan is ready.
You forced my hand.
Not because of that, I guess we could just go ahead and move away from this. Merceus, you too.
Yeah.
Obvious.
Alright, let's see. Excluding him, we should be able to use you as our resistance. Yeah. Let's use you as our resistance. Or tank. Magical tank.
yourself!
On my honor!
Let me see your stats. Mastermind of experience, course. Not that much resistance, got a lot of defense. Does have a good odds of hitting. Okay. 36. She could finish him off with freaking fire. And no crits! Let's do this! Wait. What makes it so special for you? It cannot just be the level difference. You're at level 50 and you're below 5 levels. Is it everything I equipped for you? Close counter? No. Grant hit 30? Of course. Finishing blow like... or finish blow. Could it be that? Let's do this!
I came here to get you. Let's return together, Emil.
Leave. The place of your death is not here.
She guarded that again.
To kill, to die, to know one without the other would be maddening.
I guess he's dead now.
Leave it to me.
Of course you say that.
The enemy general has been vanquished. Everyone, move to gain control of the keep. Victory is ours. Raise the banner of the knights. May it soar proudly over the impregnable fortress.
Oh, I have to meet Emil.
Oh, that would be cool if she actually grow up to another level. Oh well. Stage completo! So Ving was MVP. I was hoping either Ingrid or Mercedes, but that would be much funny if it was Mercedes. Oh, he deserved that MVP.
Emil. I'm so sorry. This is all my fault for leaving you behind when I left House Bartels. I should have gone back for you sooner. I'm sorry for not being a better sister to you.
Mercedes.
Please forgive me, Emil.
Mercy, we need to go. Now.
Goodbye.
Your Highness, our capture of the fortress is complete.
Now the path to the Imperial capital is finally open to us. Once we have finished cleaning up after the battle, let's have another meeting to discuss our next move.
We should have a victory celebration.
It would be one thing if we were at home or at the monastery, but to waste our resources like that here would be most...
Pardon the interruption. We've just received a letter from Margrave Gautier.
Very well. I will read it at once. I see. It seems the conflict within Fargus has at last come to an end.
Yes, Your Highness. Margrave and the other Eastern Lords are at the center of it, and are gathering the kingdom's military forces even now. They intend to join with the Alliance army, and send troops and supplies to the monastery.
What do you know? My old man is really pulling his weight. Did he seem well?
Yes, as well as can be expected. He has taken it upon himself to bring order back to our troubled territory, while His Highness is away.
I am truly in the Margrave's debt. I will be sure to thank him properly at first opportunity. Thank you for the information. Now tell me, did it seem to you that my presence was needed back at the monastery?
Well, I do have a verbal message from the Margrave on the subject.
A verbal message? How strange.
The other day, he arrested one of Viscount Kleiman's men. And, well, the prisoner has claimed involvement in the tragedy of Duscur. He has implicated his lord as well.
Go on.
Ooh.
I was told they would be transporting this man to the monastery, along with the troops and supplies. The Margraves said that regardless of the credibility of the man's testimony, how he should be dealt with was your decision alone, Your Highness.
Very well. All that considered, I will return to the monastery at once. Will you come with me, Professor?
Of course.
Thank you.
You jerk! You could just... Oh my god, Rob, this game always leaves things in a cliffhanger. I really don't appreciate these cliffhangers. I want to know more. Well, I guess until then, I show... Oh, well, that was a good battle. I kind of needed that. Let's see what happens later on afterwards. So, I'm really still having trouble how to close this. But anyways, thank you for joining me. Until then, I shall see you guys next time. See ya!